This is the third of 3 monologues that I wrote a few years ago, looking at the story of Easter from Mary's perspective. Try and sit back and imagine that you are there with Mary as she wakes on that Easter morning. And we will start as before with the words of Simeon. Led by the Spirit, Simeon went into the temple. And when the parents brought the child Jesus into the temple to do for him what the law required, Simeon took the child in his arms and gave thanks to God. Now, Lord, you have kept your promise, and you may let your servant go in peace. With my own eyes I have seen your salvation, which you have prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light to reveal your will to the Gentiles and bring glory to your people Israel. The child's father and mother were amazed at these things Simeon had said about him. Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, "This child is chosen by God for the destruction and the salvation of many in Israel. He will be a sign from God which many people will speak against, and so reveal their secret thoughts, and sorrow like a sharp sword will break your own heart." It's always a long day, the Sabbath, doing no work, checking you're not doing something you should be, or breaking the law, but yesterday was unbearable. It feels like I'm broken, unrepairable. Everyone is clucking around, preparing to go out to the tomb to embalm Jesus' body. It is still dark and I just want to sleep, to grieve, to be left alone. I feel that my God has forsaken me. How are we supposed to get into the tomb in the first place? That stone is enormous, and the words on the street say that the Roman guards ordered by Pilate are guarding the tomb because the Pharisees are scared that he will rise from the dead after 3 days, and so they should be. But we must go. It's not like the men are up and offering to go for us. No, I must summon the energy. He is my child. I must do this last thing for him, for my Lord. So gathering our courage, we head off, only to find, to our amazement, the angel of the Lord sat on the rolled-back tombstone. The battle-hardened guards are standing, shaking in fear. I'm trying hard to focus on what the angel is saying. It's not like it's the first time I've seen an angel. And once you've seen one, you've seen them all. But my head is spinning and I can't focus. Ah, there we have it, the "do not be afraid" line again. Those angels really need to learn that just their presence is enough to make someone afraid. Calming words isn't just going to make you calm down, centre and focus. But what is he saying? Jesus is not here. He is risen, as he said he would. How am I supposed to process that? Do you ever have one of those days, weeks, months, lifetimes, where you just want to pull the blanket over your head and hope that when you wake up, everything makes sense? My son is alive. God's Son is alive. He is risen. My son has risen, just as he said he would. Lord, forgive me for doubting, for being afraid, when you kept telling me not to be. We ran back to the disciples and banged on the door so loudly I was surprised it didn't cave in. The men, of course, doubted, but John and Peter ran off, only to come back, saying all was true, and we are to go to Galilee and wait for him there. He is alive, my son, the Son of God is alive. Words spill out of my mouth, not necessarily in the right order. Jesus, God fulfilled everything he said he would. He was truly the Son of God. I'd love to say that I never doubted right from that first conversation with Gabriel, or when Simeon met us in the temple all those years ago. But I am only human, and we all doubt at times. I have been honoured by God and being able to see at last the whole picture, putting that last piece into the puzzle. I can see now what Simeon was saying when he said, "My son would be a light for revelation to the Gentiles and glory to his people Israel." But I just want to hold my son one more time, to feel his heartbeat, to smell him, to feel his warmth, to bathe his hands, his feet and his side, to hold him so tight just one more time. Oh, the love inside me just wants to burst out. I have been so blessed. My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Saviour. Mary's Song of Praise, the Magnificat. And Mary said, "My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Saviour. For he has looked on the humble estate of his servant. For behold, from now on all generations will call me blessed. For he who is mighty has done great things for me, and holy is his name. And his mercy is for those who fear him from generation to generation. He has shown strength in his arm. He has scattered the proud in their thoughts of their hearts. He has brought down the mighty from their thrones, and exalted those of humble estate. He has filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he has sent away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, in remembrance of his mercy, as he spoke to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his offspring, for ever." The Resurrection. Now after the Sabbath, towards the dawn of the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to the tomb, and behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven, and came and rolled back the stone, and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes white as snow. And for fear of him the guards trembled and became like dead men. But the angel said to the woman, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has risen, as he said. Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell the disciples that he has risen from the dead. And behold, he is going before you to Galilee, and there you will see him. See, I have told you." And so they departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy, and they ran to tell his disciples. And behold, Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came up and took hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." Amen.